And so I will. First thing that came to my mind when I thought about wanting to share what I do, at least, and be able to record what I am teaching, was using a software called Zoom. It's a video conferencing software, and it's actually pretty cool. And I'm actually recording myself doing this just so I can show you guys. And it's really nice because it downloads and it records and encodes itself in an MP4. Is it MP4? I think it's an MP4 format. So it's not it won't be like a several gigabyte file like it would record if I was recording it on my iPhone. Or iPhone does not encode nicely. It records in really high quality, but it's too much quality at the expense of too much data. So this was my first thought, and it's also so that I could get around from whenever this Promethean board inevitably breaks, because I could project this image onto student screens. Of course, naturally, I got that to work for one class, and then as soon as I went and tried to do it for others, it was all of a sudden they couldn't install it. So I guarantee that the tech guys said, "Oh, that looks sketchy, block it." And I haven't gone around the headache of trying to get it unblocked. And the other cool things that I like about this Zoom software that I wish I could use it is that I could list who I want to be able to message. So they could message me and requesting for like help. Hey, I didn't quite get that. Stop, slow down. Because, some kids are way super intimidated for all that. So I've been playing around with Zoom, and it's pretty cool. You can annotate over things. But lately I have not been using that software, and it's just because I have a quicker way of doing it, and that's just with this Active View software. I can hit record. And now I think that I know of, I think only you and I have these document cameras that I know of. So it work really well for you. But I record from that nowadays. But when I'm not, this records really nicely. It hears my voice. It records everything that I do, draw smiley faces, etc.
What is recording? That thing's
So Active View, this does have its own microphone, but right now it's recording through the computer.
So you have
because I'm using
document camera plugged into your computer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because
and then your computer's talking to your Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So where did you get that at?
This is just the schools. I think Laura and I are the only ones that have it.
We have they're Promethean products.
They are Promethean products.
I have do you have software on your computer?
Active View.
Oh, okay.
Don't buy older document cameras because we have 3 or 4 of those method formats.
Is that how it's spelled? Active View?
Yeah.
Active View. It's except the V is capitalized.
But it only works if you have Promethean, doesn't it, or not?
No, it would work. It would work regardless.
If you have a document cam, that'll be recognized by the computer.
Yes, absolutely.
It'll just go through your Apple TV then.
Mm-hmm. And it's super easy. I have it as 2 separate desktops, so I have something in front of me that you guys can't see. So that's one thing that's nice. Of course, that's just AirPlay itself. Now, if you do have this software, it's 100 times easier. Here, let me clear, unannotate. Okay. You just hit this record button, and just like a video camera, record, and it's super easy. Now that's if you're wanting to manipulate a document, and that's what's important for math teachers. So this first part is what I was directed to and what I thought of immediately that was super, super easy. So when it comes to this Zoom software, it's really easy as well, because if you go here, I was playing around with this Google Vault, and I have no idea what it is because it popped up. Zoom video conference. I can't see that far. There we go. The text was too tiny. Anyway, so you Google that. You go in here, and the sign up is free, and it would record this and share whatever screen. So I'm going to actually switch my screen sharing to what I have open now. and it'll show on there. And when I do that, oh dang, it's not going to show up over there. It's fairly simple. I'll go through a time when I can show you how to download all this and install it itself. But it does allow you 45 free minutes of doing this. Otherwise, you'd have to pay. But seriously, when are you ever going to give a lecture that's longer than 45 minutes?
45 minutes total,
Straight.
Or I can do 45 minutes repeatedly.
Yeah, you just have to start a new. You just have to start a new meeting each time. So I do love the idea that students could access that and message you, especially as like if you were sick and you had an awesome internet connection at home, you could teach from there. But that's.
Do we have the capability, like I Zoom for classes at K-State, like can our kids, if we have the Zoom code, like is that a free service?
Yes,
Could our
but
kids sign up
I had our kids do that and it was blocked.
if they were at home?
At home, yeah, you bet.
Like they can Zoom in?
I would think so. I haven't tried the at home. And the good thing is, if we record this, we also have evidence that we weren't saying anything highly, highly wrong or.
Go back and see how you looked in your lesson too.
Oh, exactly. So what I like also is that, so I have this shared in the Zoom file right here, or in the Zoom software. I can annotate over this. I hope you can see it. So let's say I draw over this. Oh, boogers. I haven't tried this part just because I can always just use my own document and write on it. There's no reason to do that. So if you're sharing, say, a PowerPoint and you're going through it and talking through it, it would follow that PowerPoint in here, have your voice with it. Say you had the messaging software turned on, it records and it has evidence of exactly what those students sent to you as well. So it's when you hit record, it has all of that with it. So it's a nice CYA aspect of it. There are also a ton of other Yeah, so if you guys wanted to, I could actually show you how to do this. If one of you has this open, I could tell you what this ID is. Jana?
Yeah, sorry. I was open to see if you could join my meeting.
Well, I have this meeting. I have one going right now. So like if you had that 680 606 189. Yeah, that was what gave me the idea. Is the fact that I use this for class.
So if we join your meeting, we'll be able to see your
My screen, yeah.
screen.
And of course, if you don't have it downloaded, it's not a big deal. You're not losing out on anything. And then it even tells you what participants are there. I would mute it if I were you. And yes, I can see people if they join. I think you just joined Jana's.
Yeah, he did. But you can, like, so you should be able to talk to me through it.
Okay. And then if they're messaging from home, when they're messaging, are they talking to you on here or is it threading out to the side? You see
Now,
what I'm saying?
if they have their video camera on, they can talk to you.
Okay.
They can easily talk to you.
Okay.
And it's very, very good. Now, if you're never ever used. Hi, Susie.
Susie did.
But yeah, I would have your mic muted. Otherwise, we're going to have some really weird sounding recording on this. But yeah, it shows people's faces. It's really nice. I had students turn off their videos, or actually I muted them and turned off their cameras because when I did it that one time, I didn't want kids just goofing off messaging each other because I can have all those participants locked to only be able to message me, for instance. So yeah, say I stop this sharing and I go back to just what I see. Mirror built-ins display. So this is what I see right now. So now we see multiple Susies, but if I were going over this and I wanted to help someone do this, so hey, Laheka and Susie are in, I just was able to do that. For some reason, when it was on the other desktop, it wouldn't play nicely with the annotate feature. I could also say I circled that and I wrote in a text. I'm pretty sure text. Welcome, Jana.
Thanks.
But yeah, I
It's
would
not.
otherwise.
I don't know how to do
Where do you
that.
mute at?
That button. Got it. Thanks. I was like, I don't know how to fix this problem.
There we go. But yeah, it records all of that, and it's really nice, and you can upload it to YouTube. Somebody has their microphone on still.
Oh, I think.
You don't have to.
Oh, there we go. It wasn't that one. That was that
There, yeah, it was your microphone that was picking
one.
it
Ross
up.
told me wrong.
Sorry. Come on, Ross.
But yeah, say you were just up in your classroom walking around. Oh, dear. If you want to install this, here.
Would probably be like a problem if you like kids in class. They would all be like faces, sort of gang signs.
6.
Right there. 6, 8, 0, 6, 0, 6, 4. Although I can.
There's Andrew.
That's one reason
Like, you know what I mean?
why
Like,
I do
especially
it.
if they're like just gone because they're gone and they want to like come listen to class. That happens a lot, like for people are, homesick and like, I don't want this, or they're on vacation.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing.
I've had kids ask if they can do this during work week. So like if I'm just teaching class, instead of them pulling out to do work keys, I can go ahead and teach. And they can just do that.
It's almost like,
Yeah.
it's a reverse, what's it called, reverse classroom.
It's a flipped classroom.
Classroom.
And that was my main motivation in wanting to do all this. I mean, I also, since when I end this meeting, I'll show you how to upload that to a YouTube, and I just share it on Google Classroom. And so all of a sudden, whenever a kid has has failed a quiz and summative, I literally copy all those links. I title them. If you need help with writing a multivariable function, watch this. If you need help with, because then when kids come in during seminar, I don't know how to do anything. Well, I'm going to teach pretty much the exact same way that I taught earlier. Why don't you go watch that, and I'll help someone out who has other more specific needs. Or if they were gone, they can watch that. So it's really nice. Naturally, I use the document camera to take pictures of work and drag it and drop it into a Google Drive file or a doc file, and I have that shared. So my kids have access to all their notes via that, but it's really pretty nice.
You look like a Brady
Huh?
Bunch.
Yeah. I actually don't have mine seen. Where is my mouse? Oh, there it is. Manage participants.
That's the only issue I see is that I can send
Wait,
private message. I can chat
but
privately.
I can actually change that.
I said I can talk about the teacher. She did.
Oh, say. Can I respond then?
But
Oh, question. Well, and you can, Dr. If you click there, you can send it to everyone. It's down here. So I went chat right here. Oh, and then, but I am also private
Except-
messaging,
there is a way to change that. If you hit more,
Right.
I did that one time, and I'm trying to remember where it is.
I only know about
'Cause-
this because I may or may not do this with my friends.
Oh, I definitely do that with my friends. But if you're recording it, it will record what you're sending to each other, and the teacher could potentially watch it.
Even if it's private.
I think so.
Well, that's good to know.
I'm pretty sure.
can do that.
Right above the chat on the side.
Yeah, see this Zoom chat that's up here? So now, if I hit more, I can say allow attendees to chat with host only, and now you can only text. Now you can only message me.
Not by private chat. I can only chat with you privately.
Yes. Okay, now say I end this meeting. I'm going to end it. I'm going to click end meeting. All right, end meeting. End meeting for